When I was doing research on the behavior of women, I stumbled into a subject that is rarely brought up: avoiders, also referred to as carousel riders. Simply put, this category consists of women who have shied away from relationships and carousals for the past 20 years. This is absurd because this is the time when a woman's reproductive potential is at its highest. Women in this group typically claim to have only had one partner or to have never dated in their 20s because they were too busy or career-focused, even with below-average chicks and above-average randoms. Males must realize that carousel patron and avoidant men have the same traits of self-sufficiency, deceptive standards, and unreasonable expectations. A strong religious upbringing, a strong cultural background, a strong sense of family values, and a lack of social skills are some of the reasons why avoiders don't truly want to be avoiders. Low risk tolerance and a miscalculation of one's own market value are further factors. The avoidant has the same secret nature: high-value men or nothing, regardless of whether more than one of the reasons is given. She may have been presented with several excellent opportunities while she was in her 20s, but she chose to ignore them, sometimes openly. If she thought they were less valuable than she was, or that she was still in her prime. Some women may be conscious of their biological clocks and their capacity to put a man in the friend zone if they are unable to attract that elusive high-value male by the time they are in their 30s. We shouldn't undervalue the prevalence of avoidant carousals in our culture, in my opinion. A culture where women predominate might have more riders, and a society where men predominate might have more avoiders. By claiming that she is someone they would not be physically intimate with, avoiders frequently sell her almost virginity. She would ride the merry-go-round, though, because she shares the instinct to only pursue men of high value and to see other men as consumers, unless they are shy and occasionally low-market value riders. So let me give you all a word of caution. Don't believe a lady when she says that she is too busy in her 20s to go on dates. Until it was absolutely necessary for her to match up with a man, she usually purposefully avoided all decent, real, deserving males. The carousel of riders tries her best to create the impression that those around her are bad for being promiscuous. As a result, she believes that by abstaining, her aging ovaries will be worth more. The underlying issue with these women is that they continuously spread their social standing. They want everyone to know that they can ride the merry-go-round, but they choose not to do so. This is another kind of female chameleon. I'm aware that some men choose to forego intercourse to concentrate on their work. And these men frequently possess a lot of wealth and resources. To catch one of these men's attention, she mimics these men. She must continuously promote morally upright values to society, which is a drawback to this tactic. She expects men to act similarly if she presents herself as a good, decent, and faithful lady, despite her deceptions. In many Middle Eastern nations, it is the same. They rely on their father while continuing to wait for a man to intervene and save the girl. Until she meets the right man, she has a father, an uncle, and a brother to support her. Personally, I enjoy listening to women attempt to reduce the number of men they have been physically intimate with in the past, particularly since I frequently hear overweight women claim that they essentially went out a lot in their 20s. In their 20s, women who refuse to be in any intimate relationship are like an unexplored mine. Signs reading "No trespassers allowed" have been placed at the entrance to the tunnel of love. However, the majority of these women are merely maintaining the false impression that they are averting the merry-go-round. Though they claim otherwise, these women are actually meeting with a large number of guys. The idea that women are liars is one of the things I've learned since I started hosting this channel. Have you ever thought that this might be a part of their plan to get married? Men assume these women are naive and try to take advantage of them because of the way they act, making them appear as pure and innocent as possible. These ladies can enjoy feigning ignorance or stupidity to attract foolish men. This may also contribute to their advocacy of the notion that they don't require a man if he isn't the man they desire. But consider the number of times ladies like that have found love with the right person. You shouldn't believe a woman when she claims that she has experienced joy on numerous occasions. The majority of women I know claim they are constantly considering 2 or 3 potential partners. Lots of their options are terrible. For the majority of guys, though, the option is either no women or one truly awful woman. It genuinely shocks me that the typical woman is constantly attempting to reel in bigger fish in her net given her fear of loneliness. But because they lack intelligence, the majority of women believe that an attractive man with many possibilities will pick them and settle down. I recently spoke with a woman who revealed that she had lost her virginity at the age of 23. Women in their 20s can theoretically avoid guys because they don't want to be physically intimate with them, and she chuckled loudly about it. However, because they are the most fertile and desire frequent intercourse, Women in their late teens and early 20s are less likely to do this. These avoidant women could have very little desire. They only want to be with males in this situation for financial and material reasons. Typically, a woman offers herself first to pique a man's interest. So if a woman gives herself, it typically indicates that the man is not interested in developing an emotional connection with her. From this vantage point, it is clear that many traditional women do not desire a romantic component to their courting. They prefer that the focus be placed somewhere rather than on how wonderful someone can make them feel. Women with conservative upbringings are less prone, in my opinion, to believe in love. Western women, on the other hand, have been brainwashed into thinking that any intimate relationship equals romantic love. For a woman to find a partner for a man, she must expand the beaver trap within traditionalism for him to fall in love with her. This brings us to the end of today's video. Always put this at the back of your mind, gents. Never believe anything a woman says. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It motivates me to create more content for you. See you next time. Cheers.